Hello everyone, this is Satvik, and in this video we're going to discuss about a powerful password guessing tool. So without getting any delay, let's dive into the video. So first of all, really thank you guys for all your support, and it's been really good thing for me. And also guys, I had seen most of you having doubts regarding some tools of my previous videos as well, but if you are having doubts and if you want some clearances on how to use that tool, the comment section would not be a best place because YouTube removes some comments which it thinks violated. So it is better you can communicate with me or with my team through the Discord. The link is in the description below. So, and also guys, if you want to connect to me personally, you can connect me via Twitter or LinkedIn. The links are in the description below. So guys, so now coming back to the video, if you are a fan of Mr. Robot and if you had watched Mr. Robot season 1 episode 1, you can see a person, our hero called Elliot Alderson. So he uses a tool which helps him in guessing up some passwords of some people, like example his colleagues or anything like that. So in this video we'll see one of the powerful tool, like a password guessing tool, which helps you in making your process much more easier, and the tool is ElpScurt. So this is the tool. I'll provide you the link for this in the description below, and also if I'm pronouncing this wrong, I'm really sorry. I'm pronouncing it as ElpScurt, sorry. And also all the credit goes to the developer DaVinci, right? And we'll discuss about how this ElpScurt tool works. And this tool has been since long, like it is the version 2, and it started like 5 years ago, and you can see it is a password guessing tool. So if in order to guess some passwords or in order to do some brute force attacks on some login pages or anything like that, you need to have some passwords regarding a person, and the set of all these passwords are called as word lists. So what this tool helps you in doing is it is going to collect some details about the person, like whether it could be his name, whether it could be his phone number, date of birth, etc., like that, and it is going to create a word list which helps us in further processes, like you can try to brute force some Wi-Fi, right, or his login pages for social media or anything like that. And also guys, everything I'm going to show you are only for the educational purpose, and don't try to harm anyone, try to teach others, right? So you can see it is the tool regarding, and it has some lot of options. Like if you had seen my previous video on how to generate some password word list, I had covered a tool called CUPP. It is a normal kind of tool, but this particular tool is really awesome because it is featuring some bunch of options that you can see in the normal tools, right? So let me show you. You can see it is going to generate some passwords. You can see that's the basic information. You can look that out of for this ElpScurt tool, and here you can find out some options. Like there is an option called as level, so you can choose what is the level of person you're hacking. Like let's think it can be a simple person, an average person like who uses mobile phone, and here you can see what is the general idea as well as some person who is having some cyber awareness. You can see the type of person, the nuclear, some kind of legend or anything like that. Okay, so you can try to choose this as well, and based upon your level of selection it is going to generate permutations. So permutations is like trying to add up permutations, and combinations are like trying to find out all the possibilities. Okay, so if you choose a level 0, it is going to fetch only few possibilities, and if the level keeps on going, the possibilities keeps on increasing, and even the list keeps on increasing. And also there is something called as a lead flag. So this is a cool thing. Like let's think the person name is Karim, and it is going to provide some details like K4. Like if you generally look for the normal scenario, you can see people replacing E with 3, A with 4, like that. So it is going to look for that as well if you provide this particular lead flag and year ranges and stuff. So now we'll dive into the installation part. And also guys, you can do this on any operating system. Okay, but whether it could be on Windows or Linux or Mac OS or anything else. So for my convenience and for general audience convenience, I'm going to look for this particular, I'm going to show this on Kali Linux. So let me open that. So this is my Kali Linux, and you can feel free to use that on any operating system you choose. So let me go to my desktop. and I had copied that URL, guys, and you can also find that in the description below, so no worries regarding that. So you can simply do a git clone, and you can paste that URL, and you can hit and the ElpSkirk is installed. Okay, so it is a small tool. And now coming back, let's navigate to the directory ElpSkirk, and let me do an ls. And here you can see a requirements.txt, so we'll install that, and you need to have Python 3 installed. So apt, if you are not having, apt install python 3 hyphen pip, and you can do that. Okay, you can do that. So now coming back, pip3 install sorry for my spelling mistakes, requirements.txt, and let me hit enter. So it is going to install all the requirements. I had already done all these things, so it is not taking some time. Okay, so now all the requirements are done, and if you do an ls, you can find this elpskirk.py, right? So you need to give that ch like execution right. So let me do an ls-la so that you can understand. So this particular Python script is not having any executable right, so we need to provide that by chmod +x elpskirk.py, and if you do an ls, you can find it, or you can do ls-la, right? So the for running the usage of this particular tool is also simple. So you can simply do python 3 and elpskirk.py and hyphen help so that we can view all the options that this particular tool support. And we had already seen some of them. Level, so we can choose the level, and you can see the minimum and maximum length. Like let's think you got to know that the particular person is using like 8-digit character or a password of some 8-digit length. You can provide them minimum and the maximum range, and you can also range of the numbers, like till what you need, and the lead option, the years option, the characters option, etc., like that, right? We can I'll only show few scenarios in this video, but you can feel free to mess up with all the options available over here, right? So we can go back to the tool here, we can go back to here, and you can see the screenshot, and you can observe what are the things that you can see, right? So level 3, we'll go with a level 1 person, level 2 person, level 3, and etc, etc. We'll try to look for two levels, and as always, you can try to mess up this tool with all the options that you can, right? So if you can see once again, so you can like -c option. I think I missed this allows you to add some special characters at end or anything else. You can see people generally add special characters. You can do that as well. So let's quickly dive. So let's provide a characters options, and let me choose level 0, and some more options like min and max. So I'll choose 8 and 12. Okay, or you can choose anything of your choice. It is only for this video, right? So we choose in the level, we choose in the max, and you can also choose the lead. It is your choice, and let me hit enter. So you can see you can provide the name, like let's think it's Satvik, right? Any keywords like Nick. It is asking me, it's throwing me an interactive prompt where you can enter some details, like it is asking me the names like Satvik, Sai, Satvik, or anything like that. You can provide the keywords like Elliot, right, comma separated. You can see if you want to provide many or more, you can provide them via comma separated. And let's think Walter, sorry, spelling wrong, Walter Scorpion, Mr. Robot, like that. Okay, and you can provide the birth dates, 10 hyphen, like not only the birth dates or any dates, it could be his marriage date, or it could be his friend's birth date, or it could be some memorable day for that particular person. You can provide that, like 2001. This is not my birth date, I'm giving a random date. So guys, here you can see it is also asking me the phone numbers as well, and it is also asking me for the country code as well. So you can give it, or you can simply hit enter, right? You can choose. it's your option if you want to give. So let's think you want to give a number like this. So you can give like +91 and 987654321 like this, in this like in this format. If you don't want, you can simply hit enter, or if you don't know, you can simply hit enter, right? And it is also asking me for close without saving it. You can also see if you know any old passwords, you can provide that, right? And if you had provided all these particular things, then it is going to generate a text file like this. So it is in the desktop itself, in the particular file itself, right? So let me open that and let's see. Like it is trying to create all the possibilities, right? It is adding some characters over there, right? It is trying to provide me every possible thing, right? You can see like 8,790 possibilities are there over here. Sorry, like 8,000 possibilities are there over here, and this is only for level 0. And if you go on to something like level 2 or level 3, it is going to take a lot of time. And we'll try one more thing as well. So let me hit over here. So we're going to change the level to 3, okay? And we'll also add an option like lead option, right? And let's see what it is going to throw me. And let me hit enter for this. So names Satvik, and nicknames Elliot or anything like that. This is not my nickname, just I'm simply testing. I'm showing how this tool works, right? If you know any known anything, you can simply add that. You can provide the job, movie, series, anything like that, okay? You can feel free. You can hit enter. If you know dates, you can, or you can simply hit enter. That's an option as well. We hit enter. Phone number if you want, or else no. Enter. Any old passwords, you know? I know nothing. Simply hit enter. And since the level is 3, the combinations and stuff are going to be longer, much longer. And even for the level 2, we got like 8,000, I think so, nearly approximately 9,000 possible passwords. But level 3, and we are adding a lead option, and it is going to create a lot of things. And make sure your particular VM is having a good amount of resources so that this particular tool doesn't lag, okay? And guys, you can see it created like 46,686 passwords, and these are all the possible passwords. I'm not saying you'll definitely find a password, but yes, you can try to find out if there is a good amount of possibility that you can find that. And you can see the password named is deleted passwords, okay? So this is the one. Let me open that, and you can see it created some bunch of options. Like in the place of E, it replaced with some options. Let me enlarge this thing for you. Let me enlarge this font. So select this font, okay? I think now it will be clear. You can see what are all the options, and in the editor, okay, let me clear that. Yep, now you can see all the passwords that this particular tool has created. These are, to be frank, 46,000 guesses is more. Like you got a bunch of options to try against, right? You can see all the possible. Even it is trying to reverse the name, and it is searching. See, it is looking for all the possible options. So if you can provide some various information like his previous passwords or his phone number and all the dates that you know about that particular person, as well as all his likings, job, etc like that, and I could definitely say you can have like 70% of possibility you can find his password. Because the way how this particular thing is generating, this particular tool is generating, is really good. You can see 46,000 passwords is not a joke. And also guys, don't try to keep all these on some burp suit, and don't try to fire it up on some websites. A website doesn't allow you, and that could possibly lead to a DOS attack. So that is a big thing. So that is it guys for this video. I hope you really found this video, and I only covered some few levels and options. You can feel free to change the numbers, and you can feel free to add various options. Like there is something like numbers and years. You can try to do that as well. And that is it, guys, for this video. And really thank you guys for watching this video. And if you really liked it, make sure you like it and do share with your friends so that this content could reach more people. This is Satvik signing off, and I'll meet you in the next video. Thank you.